Welcome back to Raw Sports Talk. I'm Chris, your favorite stat reader, and we have the Heat hosting the Blazers, and the Blazers are 3.5-point road favorites. The over-under is at 241.5. The Blazers are minus 166 on the money line, and the Heat are plus 140. Now, these are the I'm so used to saying overnight. These are the pre-tip-off lines. They're going to change the closer we get to tip-off later this afternoon. Now, a hell of a lot of people must not be playing for the Heat that the fact the Blazers are a favorite right now. Head-to-head, the Heat are 7-3 against the Blazers in their last 10. The road team's on a 2-game winning streak. The favorite is both 7-3 against the spread and 7-3 on the money line. The over/under is 5-5, and at 241.5, the under is 9-1. They played each other twice last year. The road team won both games. The Heat won 1998 in Portland. They covered. And then the Blazers won as an underdog in Miami, 116-107. Lineups for this game, and now we'll get to see who is and who is not playing. And I imagine that there's going to be several is not playings for the Heat. For the Blazers, it's supposed to be Holiday, Sharp, Kamara, Avila, and Klingon. Sharp is listed as probable with the calf strain. And then for the Heat, Mitchell, Powell, Larson, Wiggins, and Ware. Larson's is listed as probable, head illness, Powell, ankle sprain. So that's why the Blazers are the favorite in this game. The Blazers are 5-3 overall. They're 6-2 against the spread. The over is 6-2 in the games in which they've played. They are 2-1 on the road. The Heat are 5-4. They're 6-3 against the spread, and they're 3-0 at home. And seemingly the Blazers keep either getting teams off of back-to-backs, or they're sick or they're hurt. Like every time they play a team that's better than them, that seems to be the common denominator here. The Blazers are 4-1 in their last 5. There's a total of 270, 216, 238, and then 240. 2-point win over the Jazz did not cover. That was in Utah. The next 3 games they played were at home. A 2-point win over the Nuggets, that when the Nuggets play them or they play the Nuggets, the home team wins. An 8-point loss to the Lakers. They didn't get the Lakers on a back-to-back that time. And then a 2-point win over the Thunder, and they caught them on a back-to-back. For the Heat, they're 2-2 in their last 4. The games they won, they covered. 250, 239, 234, 234. 10-point loss to the Lakers. This was all 3 games I'm about to read off were on the road. Then a 1-point win over the Clippers. That was like a buzzer beater. Then a 10-point loss to the Nuggets. They didn't cover. And then they crushed the Hornets by 18. They won that game. So now the question is like the South Beach curse or the South Beach flu, because the Blazers played on November 5th. So I imagine with this being November 8th, that they've been in Miami all weekend. They're a young team. I'm going to take the Heat because teams tend to party and not take the game seriously when they're there early on the weekend, especially in Miami. So I'm going to take the Heat on the money line. I'm going to take the Heat getting the points, and I'm going over in this game. Now, these are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.